You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the man before you're out.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we have Kyle Larson back in the studio, of course, with a diecast I should have reviewed a long time ago, and I mean a long time ago. This is the NationsGuard paint scheme. This was ran way early back in 2021. I don't remember exactly what races it was ran, but I believe it was ran at... I know it was ran at the Daytona Road Course. And I want to say the 500, I'm not too sure. But I know it's the Daytona Road Course at least, because I made a custom of the Daytona Road Course diecast. And we're actually going to take a quick look at that here in just a little bit. But anyway, this is just like the NationsGuard paint scheme. This is just like the Freightliner paint scheme, which we still have to review also. So yeah, don't forget that. Larson boy will be back. You know, there's no doubt about that. But I think that's the only, other than like his 9/11 tribute, which is pretty much the NationsGuard paint scheme. I'm pretty sure this was the same paint scheme as that, or not NationsGuard, but the ChevyCars.com. No, Hendrick Cars, not Chevy Cars. Hendrick Cars. I'm thinking of a whole different thing. But those are the three main paint schemes. Of course, you got the exception for the 9/11 tribute. But you get my idea. It's all the same thing. It's pretty boring that it's the same paint scheme. Honestly, the same layout. Again, like for the Freightliner, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, it's just... I wish they would make different paint schemes for it. But, you know, 2021 has passed. We are looking at 2022 now. And he still kept the same paint scheme, so I don't know where we're going to go from there. Very surprisingly, I don't think he won in this paint scheme. But again, I made the Daytona Road Course race version, and I don't think he won in the Freightliner scheme either. But I made the Bristol Dirt diecast because that was a very interesting looking race car. But anyway, on to the actual NationsGuard paint scheme. I do like the paint scheme. I like the green. I like the black. But again, I wish they'd do something different. Of course, keep the Hendrick Cars the same way it was for 2021, keep it for 2022, you know, that's fine, but I don't know, I hope to see a lot more variety out of Larson for the 2022 season, paint scheme wise, of course. Honestly, kind of wish Bowman kept the paint scheme that he has 2021, because that was a fantastic paint scheme, but we're not talking about Bowman, we're talking about good old 2021 champion Kyle Larson. So let's go and get this diecast out of the box and take a closer look, because I believe this is going to be a really sweet car when it's out of the box. Here's the diecast out of the box, and I believe this diecast is so old that, or the paint scheme is so old, to the point where every picture of Larson that I see in this NationsGuard scheme, he has a mask on. Do you know how long it's been since they've had the mask on? It's been a long time. So this is very early 2021, of course, when the masks were still all mandated for the virus and stuff like that. Luckily, it seems to be everything's kind of going back to normal, except for the rise in the economy. Everything else is kind of calmed down with the whole virus thing. We don't hear anything about vaccines anymore. We don't hear about, you know, any restrictions. We don't have to wear any masks or anything, which I didn't care to wear one. It was just really sucky when you were trying to work out in the heat and you had that mask that was just kind of covering your face and it was making you all hot and stuff. So, I mean, I still wore it, don't get me wrong, but it was just kind of a pain sometimes. But, I mean, you know, if it's keeping people safe, then, you know, I'm all for it. And I don't think it was, but, you know, you never know. It could have helped a little bit. It could have helped a lot, or it could have helped none at all. We really don't know. But I'm just glad all of that's over, and we can somewhat live a normal life, but more expensive nowadays. But anyway, on to the NationsGuard paint scheme. Again, very nice paint scheme. I do like it. I like the black interior and the banners. It makes it look a whole lot better versus, you know, the Authentics line, even though I did paint the interiors black and printed the banners and all that stuff. So, anyway. Again, we'll take a look at that here in just a minute. Got NationsGuard right there on the hood. A very metallic, shiny black. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Got the Larson right there. Now, with these, like, multiple colors of paint schemes, but the same, like, style of paint scheme, it reminds me a lot of the older Denny Hamlin paint schemes, which I don't really mind, but I do wish they would still kind of change out the paint schemes for Hamlin and for Larson for 2021 anyway. I think they, well, for example, like the Darlington throwback for Hamlin, that was amazing. I wish they would keep that. Yeah, the throwback itself was kind of bummy, but that paint scheme for the Gen 7 card, oh, that looked good. Anyway, got Larson right there on the banner. Of course, you got the two Chevy bow ties. Got the number 5 right there, outlined in that green. NationsGuard right there, got Larson on the rear name banner here. NationsGuard, there's a change in color for the text for whatever reason. Nations is black, and then Guard is a kind of like a lightish gray. Moving on to the back here, we got Auto Dealer Warranty Solutions, I guess that's what NationsGuard is. Valvoline, got the number 5 Camaro ZL1 10E, got the bow tie up there, and the 2 yellowish looking taillights, which I think they fixed that, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not, I'm not too sure. Got NationsGuard right there. There is nothing on the quarter panel. Now, later on in the season, they would add hiring technicians onto the Hendrick Cars paint scheme. And I believe he would have picked up Metrotech, too, because I don't see it over here. I only see Tarleton. I didn't even know Tarleton went back that far in paint scheme-wise. But anyway, NationsGuard right there. Got the Valvoline. Kyle Larson in white and green. I kind of like that, actually. The green's kind of hard to see, but it's there. You can kind of tell. I've got the Cronus Freightliner Mac Tool Simon Cincinnati there. Got the number 5 with some nasty residue on that white. But I got the little green swoosh, and it does look like there is a chip taken out of that number 5. Unfortunately, now I know that it's factory because I have not taken these diecasts out of the box until I do the actual diecast review. Got NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Race Car, Tarleton right there. Got the Goodyear. Of course, you got the Goodyear tires. Got the little, kind of like a, which one's which? The stalactite and stalagmite. I think one's top, one's bottom, but whatever one comes from the bottom, it's either stalactite or stalagmite. Again, I can't remember which one, but it's coming from the ground. It kind of reminds me of that. Got the number 5 right there. You got this little ZL1 up there in the corner, which a lot of them have. Not all of them have them, but I think some of them do not. And some of them do. But anyway, got the green and white right there. It looks really clean. So, there is the Gold Series edition. Now, here is a edited Authentics line edition. This is kind of a mini spoiler because this will be in the next bottom bag diecast wave. This is the Daytona raced version is what it was. You can see got some damage and stuff. So that's my little detail versus the Gold Series. Now here's what I'm trying to compare. I'm trying to compare the Gold Series and Authentics with the banners and stuff. So there's my printed banners, not very good, I know. We got the black interior, then we got the legitimate banners with the legitimate black interior as well. I also do not know when that wave will be released. It should be maybe 2 weeks from now, I would assume. But it's been a little over a month since we released a wave for the Bottom Bag Diecast eBay page. I'm actually in the works of editing the video, and I've already recorded the review video of it. So it's in the works, I promise. We just got to get everything set up and ready to go. But anyway, back to the actual Larson paint scheme itself. It's really nice. I love the NationsGuard colors. I love the green and the black. I love how we have some variants from the blue and the white. And then, of course, we got the, is it blue? Kind of. We got the gray and the black for the Freightliner. I kind of wish they had a blue and black for the Freightliner. And, of course, the 5 was like a baby blue for whatever reason. I kind of wish it was just like a gray, maybe a silver, maybe a reflective number for the reflective, like, Freightliner look. But either way, this is a very nice paint scheme. Now, I don't know if this one's rare, and I've been saying that about a lot of my cars recently, and that's only because I'm kind of late to the party on a lot of these paint schemes. But nonetheless, Kyle Larson is a very, very popular driver. I'm somehow surprised that he was not, what's it called? The driver fan favorite for 2021. Considering he was the freaking champion, you know, I would have figured a lot of the bandwagons, because there's a lot of bandwagons. There is a lot of bandwagon Larson fans. I'm not one of them. I mean, I've always kind of liked Larson, but I never followed Larson. And even then, after his championship win, I still don't really follow him. You know, it's good if he wins. He's a Hendrick car. I don't mind that. But as far as actually following him, being a fan, getting 8124s, I have yet to do that, other than I am going to get the Phoenix race win from the championship race, because obviously that's going to be a super hard car to find. And not only that, it is going to be a very awesome race version diecast as well. So I cannot wait for that to come in. But anyway, with that being said, I do believe that'll be all for this diecast review. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.